Care to dance with me, handsome? Yeah, sure. I can't tell who anyone is, but this is killing me. So, what is your field of choice, sweetheart? Hey everyone, I'm Cryptid. Welcome to the CryptidPlays YouTube channel. And today we are continuing Quaint. Last time, if you recall, Milo talked Quentin into going to a masquerade. But the catch is, this one is magical and everyone will be wearing glamours, so they will all look and sound like different people. Milo also made a bet with Quentin. Whoever figures the other one out first will have to do what the winner decides. Anything at all. We also saw a flashback of how things went with T, which was sad and very frustrating. So now we are going to see what happens at this masquerade. Q has taken the appearance of T. Surely nothing is gonna go wrong. Anyhow, the content warnings for this game include mature themes, strong language, blood, death, mentions of homophobia and transphobia, mentions of violence and abuse. So viewer discretion is advised. And with that out of the way, let's get started. Alright, here we are, with Q taking the form of T for the masquerade. Also, yes, today I am two-dimensional. I didn't feel like dealing with my 3D model. It likes to lift its arm randomly and I have to sit in certain positions to keep it from doing that, and I just didn't feel like it. So, I'm this adorable moth today. I am holding my face, but I can't move my hands. So yeah. Okay, I guess that's close enough. I do feel kind of weird putting on his face, but it's probably easier than starting from scratch, so... Q, have you never made an OC before? Whatever. I guess going as your ex is creative enough. Still, to see him looking back at me after all these years, it stings more than I imagined. My dearest T, would he look different now if he was alive? I'm gonna say this right now, I have this suspicion he's not dead. I don't know if he faked his own death, but I don't think he's dead. Just saying. Would he have kept up his smug attitude, or would life have broken him by now? Would he have come around to the idea of us together? No, no, no. Stop playing what ifs and focus. You have a big task ahead of you. I wonder if it's even possible to find Milo and win this bet. But if I do win it, then I get a wish granted. I don't think I'd wish for anything in particular, except maybe... Yeah, I don't think I could ask for that. Forgiveness doesn't really count unless given freely. Alright, time to go. Here's hoping I won't lose my grit halfway through the night. We'll see. That purple suit. I don't know if that works with T's face. Ugh, that's a lot of people. I'm starting to regret everything. But that's what I get for letting Milo talk me into stuff again. Alright, if there's one thing that could give me away, it's my unwillingness to socialize, so I need to go out there and talk to people. Yay. Yay indeed, this is gonna suck. Or be funny. We shall see. Okay, game face on. Now let's see how much I've learned from those dance lesson videos. Oh boy. I'm not gonna give him T's voice, even though just pretend that he's changing his voice. I don't feel like changing it because I feel like it would get too confusing. May I have this dance, my lady? Oh, gladly. So, tell me, dear. That hair is really nice. Oh, I wish I had the ability to do magic like this. Are you local, or do I have to visit some faraway land to see your handsome face again? Oh no! I mean, I assume that the decisions will lead to either Milo figuring out who Q is or not? Does that affect the endings, though? Or an ending? Truth. You have to have a little truth and a lie, I think. Otherwise, things could get out of hand. Why, I'm pleased to meet you too. And you're in luck today, 'cause I'm an apprentice here in Millbrook. I spend most of my days studying magic at the castle. Yeah, I was guessing either Snake and Saber or Grimtooth. You're not nearly snobbish enough to be from the Velvet Lotus. And you can tell apart the Wild Goose Society just by looking at their glamours. They seem to have the most peculiar taste in clothing. Like the gentleman in the red suit and the golden tiara. I love that. What an interesting getup. Whoa. I mean, you can't deny how eye-catching it is, so... Do you think they discussed it beforehand so they could recognize each other in the crowd? You know what? I think you might be onto something here. There's just no way anyone would wear that willingly. Though, it does make me want to put on something ridiculous just to see how they'd react. Do you think I'd look good with that lady's headpiece? Yes? If anyone would be able to make it work, it'd be you, darling. Still, fairy lights and peacock feathers? Talk about excessive. And I thought my purple suit was going to look flashy. Says the guy dancing with a girl who's wearing purple ombre hair and a pink tutu dress. Oh no, it's pretty tame in comparison. And by the way, dear, that's dark Byzantine and not purple. Very different colors. You wouldn't want to come off as uncultured, right? Not sure I'd want to impress someone who judges a person's worth by their color knowledge. Learning things is simple, but growing out of narcissism? Not so much. Wow! That's very bold of him. I wouldn't regret dodging that bullet. Well, that's fair. As long as you're willing to learn, that is. And not just insist that everyone else is wrong. What? You're very pretty if you don't mind me saying. Oh, why thank you, dear. You're quite good looking yourself. Is your true face as handsome as this glamour, though? Probably depends on who you ask, but I really doubt it. I'd say I'm a rather plain-looking guy. I mean, I think he was handsome, but we're all our own harshest critic. I do think, however, that your usual form is far superior to this one. The pink, blue, and gold aesthetic just suits you best. Guess that means I win our bet, huh? Wasn't too hard after all. But how in the world did you... I don't know. I would say I can't believe it that this was Milo right off the bat, but you know what? Yes, I can. I don't know. Maybe it's the way you move, or talk, or how you smile. Whatever it was, I just recognized you right away. But that's impossible. How do you do that? Did you find a way to cheat? Some kind of obscure anti-deception spell or something? No, I swear. I just had this sudden realization it was you, is all. Alright, thank you for the dance, my lady. I might ask for another later on. That is the most frustrated expression. I love it. Well, that went easier than I expected. And since the main objective is off the list, I can drop the random convos and keep an eye on the guests instead. Let's see. Alright, I think that's June, trying to woo some ladies. Or at least people posing to be ladies. 'Cause they don't seem too used to wearing heels yet. I mean, they could still be ladies. Not every lady wears heels, you know. Not that it has to mean anything, but still kinda fishy. I would say it's a little weird for someone who's not used to wearing heels trying to wear them at a party like this. I know they look nice, but usually if you're not used to heels, you'll go for something low, like pumps or kitten heels. Just saying. Then there's Ren, sipping a fancy cocktail and talking feverishly about his work. Those dismissive hand gestures are unmistakably his. But other than that, I mean, it's good that you guessed all your friends at least. I'd expect Iris to attend, at least out of obligation as a master, but I either don't know her enough to tell, or she's too stuck up to mingle with the commoners. But since we've got mages from the other societies too, makes me wonder how many of these people are local and how many are here to dance with me, handsome. Yeah, sure. I can't tell who anyone is, but this is killing me. So, what is your field of choice, sweetheart? Oh, I'm a practical magic enthusiast. I like my spells simple and efficient. No flashy effects necessary. Really? I could have sworn you were into illusion weaving by the looks of your glamour. Very stylish. But specializations aside, is there any chance you might be interested in some void spells? I was hoping to find a research partner for a future project, but void mages are pretty hard to come by these days. Between the offensive magic ban and the school getting completely shut down, oh god, who is this guy? This is a little sus. Not many people dare practice this stuff anymore. I'm sorry, are you talking about some foreign school of magic? I don't think they teach things like that here. Oh, so you must not originally be from here then. Not that long ago, the Snake and Saber Society used to divide its teachings into 5 distinct schools. Who is this guy? Transmutation, practical magic, healing magic, elemental magic, and void magic. That is until the elders deemed void magic too risky, and effectively distinguished the whole school, banishing its master from ever coming back. Some say he's still out there somewhere, spreading his teachings among those willing to listen. He sounds like some kind of urban legend at this point. But who knows if that's actually true? So what's that void magic all about then? Seems like it must have been trouble if they decided to take such drastic measures. Well, it's not quite so. Not on its fundamental level, at least. You see, hold on. I will turn this down in my editing software, but I'm also going to turn it down here because it does get about as loud as my voice, and so, you know, going to take a bit of turning down otherwise, but yeah. You see, void magic embraces all kinds of spells centered around the concept of lack, or death as some prefer to call it. But despite its grim nature, the basic idea consists merely in removing certain aspects of things, stopping physical and chemical processes by taking away the energy that fuels them. Heat, speed, light. You get the idea. It does sound dangerous, not gonna lie. Seems innocent enough. But why would they ban it if there was no harm in using it? Because of an incident involving an apprentice of this school. See, even the simplest of spells can become deadly when put in the wrong hands. It's fine if you use a chilling spell to cool down a piece of meat, but use the same spell to remove all warmth from a person's body, and they'll get hypothermia and die. Void magic can wipe out just about anything, and so the line between utility and abuse was deemed too thin to ignore. Isn't that a little excessive, though? A lot of things can cause harm if misused. But you don't see people banning toaster ovens or knives. Accidents will happen no matter what. Well, obviously. Many basic void magic spells are still part of both elementary and practical courses. We just don't have a school dedicated to them anymore, as that might be too tempting for a certain type of people. Or so they say. Still, that ridiculous ban is only stifling our academic prowess. Imagine how much more research we could do if we let everyone freely explore their interests. Don't trust this guy. It's just unfair to ruin a whole branch of magic because of one bad egg. No. I guess. Anything on your mind, dear? Oh, I was just thinking how you've taken a more direct approach this time. I quite like it. It's interesting to see the different sides of you. I beg your pardon. This one is more my type, too. Still not as gorgeous as your everyday look, though. But I might just be biased at this point. Is this really Milo again? Is he wrong? He has to be wrong at some point. What is that supposed to mean? Drop the act, Milo. I'd recognize you from miles away. But it really is. Oh my god. Why are they doing this? They're so silly. I mean, I get it. They probably want to get one over Q, but still. But how? I already told you. But that's not... You shouldn't be able to tell with just that. And I specifically made sure to mask all my mannerisms this time around. Maybe it was something you're unaware of then. But let me just say, how very sneaky of you to come back and try to outwit me with a different glamour. See, I wasn't doing an accent, but I should have. I was just giving them a slightly different voice than my own. You almost fooled me with all the talk about forbidden spells and that plummy accent. The stuff about void magic is all true though. But I wouldn't go looking for sources if I were you. Ren might just rip your head off if he learns of this. And then he'll go straight for mine too, for spilling the society's shameful secrets. Then why did you in the first place? Why would I dig into the forbidden texts when I could just ask you? You seem pretty well versed in it for something this far out of your specialization. They are so displeased. Oh my god, they are such a freaking nerd. Well, here's the end of the song. Time flies by in good company, doesn't it? They did fool me with this one. The purple hair girl, I was a little like, could be. But this one was better. Q has, well, obviously, Q is written to have better sense for Milo. Want to get off the dance floor and get something to drink? I hear the punch is delicious. Nah, I'll stay and dance some more. I want to make the most of my time before the ball ends. Alright. I'll be at the table if you need me. God, they're cute though. I love Milo. Let's see, it's getting close to 11, so there's still about an hour left. Another hour of this. God. I'm already pushing my limit for social interaction. Will it look really bad if I whip out my laptop and grind some levels while I wait? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, probably. Now, where'd Milo go? Are they gonna try and trick him again? I mean, I wouldn't put it past them, but at the same time, last I saw them, they were chatting with the couple by the entrance. But I guess they must have gone somewhere else. I'd better go and check up on them. Maybe we could have one more dance while we're at it, too? A little treat for sticking through all this? Yeah, that sounds nice. Alright, where do I look first? Oh no! Making me choose? I mean, they do like dancing. Probably the food table. Let's go to the food table. Of course, if they've taken a different disguise, I wouldn't know. They're not here. Hey, have you guys seen Avis and Gale? I get the fashionably late thing, but I don't think they ever made it here. Uh-oh. No, but we don't know what they look like anyway. That's kind of the point. Well, they sent a selfie to the group chat saying they'd be late, but if you didn't check it before crossing the barrier... Here, have you seen these two idiots? No, but they probably just stopped by a bar in town or something. I wouldn't worry about it. I would worry about it. This is not good. Oh, I'm not worried they won't make it. It's their loss if they don't show up. But they better not get shit-faced before coming here, 'cause that can only end one way. I don't want to be the one dragging their asses home again. I mean... Looks like not everyone's taking the rules seriously. Or maybe I was the one following them too strictly? I mean, I think it depends. It's just a party after all. Where to now? The guest tables? They're probably on the dance floor, but we'll see if I don't get a chance for that or not. We'll see if I get a chance to go look at the dance floor. Not here. A weird pale rookie they constantly hang out with? They're totally dating. Like he's not even their apprentice, but they're literally always together. Oh, I think that maybe she's talking about Q and Milo. Do you really think they're just exchanging spell recipes? 'Cause I think not. Nah. They're just fake dating so Milo Ven can play the boyfriend card when they don't want to go out with someone. That's what I heard. That's because they're hooking up in secret, you dummy. They spread this rumor to trick people into thinking it's just for show, but they can't fool me. You're pretty close, except they're really not dating, but, you know, things are happening between them. The dating can't be fake when the feelings are real. That doesn't make much sense, sweetie. No, I'm telling you, this is all a ploy. You can see it in their eyes. Yeah. It's pure love. I don't know, the guy's face is kinda scary. He just always looks bored to me personally. Scary. Well, as long as it keeps the creeps at bay. Maybe they're on the dance floor? Maybe? Wonder if they took another form. I really hope not. That would make things so much harder. Probably not here. Oh dear. So when the official part is over, I want you to come over to my place for an epic after party, yeah? I've got booze and frozen pizza. Damn, that sounds like a fun after party. This guy's a nerd. I could show you my dice collection and stuff. Oh, role-playing dice? That's funny, my brother collects them too. I didn't realize they were such a popular thing. Wait, don't fucking tell me. Oh shit. Is that you, Ari? Oh, for fuck's sake, Glenn. You can't just invite people over to our house, you idiot. Mom's home. What will she think when a stranger knocks on the door in the middle of the night? I don't know. I haven't planned that far ahead. Ugh, awkward. So where's Milo? Well, check outside actually. There you are. I've been looking for you all over the ballroom. You have? Do you need anything? Nah, just wanted to make sure you're safe. Guess I got into the habit of keeping an eye on you. I get worried if you're not in my line of sight. You're the right guy for the job then. The bodyguard thing, I mean. This one looks the most like their actual self. Yeah, I guess so. So, you went for another girl glamour, huh? You must really like your dresses and ribbons. Well, I'm never technically a girl, but I do like pretty things, yes. But would you believe that growing up I hated them with a passion? You and me both, Milo, but these days I also like pretty things. I hated that I was forced to look a certain way because of some social norms I never agreed to. I even made a vow to never put on a dress again. Really? What made you change your mind? Funnily enough, it was actually something that happened at the previous Masquerade. The first one I attended as a master. I was supposed to get a few rare spell recipes from a diplomat attending the party. Between my exquisite glamour casting and my irresistible charm, I was the perfect candidate for the job. But the man in question was exclusively attracted to women. And so, to have any chance of succeeding, I had to disguise myself as one. And how do you feel about that? I was hesitant, to put it mildly. It went against everything I thought of myself. And I hadn't worn a dress in over a decade at that point. So you can imagine my apprehension. But since I'd already fixed myself up to my liking, and nobody would know it was me, I agreed. And to my surprise, it didn't feel as awful as I'd feared. I used to get so upset about being perceived a certain way, you know? I hated that I couldn't tell people off without feeling like a fraud. I relate to this very hard. But there, for the first time, I felt good knowing they were all wrong about me. I was posing as somebody else, not because I had to, but because I chose to do so, on my own terms. That was when I realized I was fine wearing whatever, as long as I was internally at peace with myself. It was a freeing experience. And as for my special mission, I found the guy, got the spells, and disappeared into the night without much effort. It really was the perfect job for me. Well, who would have thought? I'm glad it worked out for you though, 'cause all this cute stuff really suits you. Are you actually into cute stuff though? Milo, he's into you. I could turn this into a guy glamour if you'd like that more. Oh, is there a wrong wrong choice here? Probably. I'm gonna go with my gut and say no. You know, Q likes Milo for themselves, so whatever. I'm fine with whatever as long as you're comfortable. Don't change just for me. That was the right answer. I still like you most in your usual form, though. The others, while gorgeous, are hardly a competition. My usual form, huh? Did I say something wrong? No, it's nothing you said, I've always been so proud of my glamours, you know? It was my little niche. But you managed to see through them like it was no big deal. There are things about Q you don't know, Milo. Like his job basically being a freaking assassin slash spy. I'm sure he's learned how to look through stuff like that. Also, the power of love. Probably. So I guess I just lost a bit of that self-satisfaction I had from it, is all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. It's not your fault, silly. I'm just paying a price for being too full of myself. Only goes to show how lacking I am, both as a mage and as a person. No! Stop with that self-deprecating talk. Hey. I can tell they're illusions, but that doesn't make them any less beautiful. You're clearly really good at this. Thanks, Q. You managed to cast a good-looking glamour yourself. Did you think it up, or is it someone you know? Someone I used to know, rather. My first love. Oh, my. What? Well, forgive me for being surprised, but I don't think you've ever mentioned a lover before. Yeah, well, I'm not sure you could call whatever we had a proper relationship. So... And yet, you've manifested him in such vivid detail. I can tell he must have been very special to you. Well, can't say you're wrong. Could you tell me about him? I'm curious, what kind of person captivated young Q's heart and soul? I don't know, Milo. It's not something I like to talk about. Oh, come on, Q. I talked dirt about all my exes to you. Oh dear. But see, this Milo is going to bring up some other possible things that might make you unhappy. Even the more private stuff. You could at least tell me about this one guy? Right. Okay, so he was my best friend ever since we were children. We'd basically do everything together, share what little we had and all, keep each other warm. Oh, how cute. Yeah, I guess. Neither of us had parents, and that was the closest thing we had to a family. so we just relied on each other for a lot of things. He was a bit older than me, and I always admired his strength and confidence. And even though I could never keep up with him, he would never leave me behind. He took care of me when I needed it, praised me for my accomplishments, and cheered me up when I failed at stuff. I loved him with all my heart and hoped we'd always stay together, protecting each other. But as time went by, things started to change. Girls started noticing how great he was, and they came to like him too. Before I realized, he got really popular and began to distance himself from me. I guess he must have enjoyed the attention and opportunities, but too bad they made him leave me out in the cold. Aw, poor little Q. Well, I'd be lying if I said it didn't hurt. We'd always spend our free time together, but suddenly he couldn't bother to make time for me. I was jealous, sure, but I also just missed him as a person. It felt as if a part of me was ripped out of my body. I'm so sorry. It must have been hard for you. It was. And I was so desperate to get him back. I did something I'd now consider ridiculous. I thought that since he slept with every girl he could, he wouldn't mind doing it with me too. Stupid, I know. But the thing is, he agreed. Oh my. Yeah. It wasn't just a one-time thing either. It continued for some time. I could see he was using me, but I was happy nonetheless. I loved him and got to have him all for myself, even for just a moment. With time, he started to invite me over more and more often, and he'd get jealous if anyone got too close to me. So I convinced myself he must have had feelings for me too, which he totally did. I was just a naive boy, you know? So one day I worked up the courage to ask him if we could be together. But well, he told me that we'd never be more than friends, and that it'd look bad for him if people found out he was dating a guy, as if our bond meant nothing compared to his reputation. What a dick. I hope you dumped his sorry ass. Not quite. He was everything to me, and I didn't know any better at the time, so I was willing to forgive him and carry on as usual in hopes that he'd eventually change his mind, but that was actually the last time we spoke. Not because that's what either of us wanted, but due to unforeseen circumstances. Meaning, yeah, there was an accident and he didn't make it. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Oh, yeah, it fucking sucks. I'm sorry. Not for him, but for you. You didn't deserve to be treated like that, or to have someone you loved torn away from you, even if they were a dick. It's okay, I learned to live with it, even if it still hurts from time to time. Wow, aren't you a playboy? You've been getting handsy with like 2 other people tonight. I get it's a party, but chill out, okay? At least show them your real face so they can decide if they want to hook up or not. Oh, hi, June. Good to see that you're out there protecting other people's dignity. But those 3 people were just different glamours, and the playboy in question is actually a bodyguard. We were just having a little chat. June? Wait, is this Q? And Milo? Yup. Oh my goodness! I should have guessed it was you 2 lovebirds. Can't keep your hands off each other even in disguises, huh? But how did you know it was me? He can see right through glamours, June. Figured me out 3 times tonight, despite my best attempts to deceive him. It's like he has an illusion jammer or something. I already told you. I can only tell it's you because I know you so well. It didn't work when I tried it on strangers. Well, if you say so. But I can't do that, and neither can June. Even with the people we know. Yeah, but it could simply be his... Wait, what was that? What was that? Oh no. Didn't sound too good. We should check it out. No, it might be dangerous. You wait here. Get down, and whatever happens, don't remove your glamour, okay? I saw Ren in the ballroom, so I'm going to get him. June, stay with them and don't say their name out loud. The castle is full of people in disguises, and we have no way of checking if they're intruders or not. For all we know, they might be after Milo. No reason to make their job any easier. Got it. Just be careful, please. You need to keep that promise you made, remember? I know. Stay put. I'll be right back. And there he goes. Off to stick his neck out for you again. If that's not enough to clear up your doubts, nothing ever will. What are you waiting for exactly? There's no way he's still affected by the charm. I don't know. Yes, I'm just scared. You saw how hard it hit him. Well, not hard enough to make him lose face in public. And most people get over it in a matter of weeks anyway. I effing swear, if you let this idiot get away because of some silly doubts, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. I know. Oh my god. Ren kind of makes me think of Howl. You know, Howl Pendragon from Howl's Moving Castle. Just the whole getup he chose. Ren. What? Wait, who are you? It's Quentin. I need you to come with me. I'm guessing it's about the commotion from before, right? Do you think some outside forces might be at play? Alright. Do you know where they are? Are they okay? Yeah, they're safe with Jay. But I'd rather not leave them alone for long. Let's get going. Oh dear. Okay, so I am going to leave this here. Why, you might ask? 1, my voice is getting a little tired. 2, I have a feeling that things are going to get very exciting. And this Masquerade actually was exciting. It was very dramatic. I had a lot of fun with it. But oh my god, I'm actually legitimately a little scared, and I don't know if there could be an ending coming up in this next segment, but I am scared. I truly, legitimately am worried about what's gonna happen next. So before I do my outro, I just want to thank my channel members real quick. Thank you so much to my channel members for your support. Not only does it help me, it helps the channel grow and the videos keep coming. I truly appreciate it. And like I said, things are going to get exciting in the next one. Please stick around. Please watch the next one. If you made it this far, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did like it, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of me, please subscribe. And if you want to see more of this, please subscribe. I know I'm getting somewhat close to the ending now, so I am excited and I hope you all are too. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye.